All right, here we are. So I have been saying for the last couple of days since I started recording these things again that I was going to avoid divisive politics, and I do want to do that. And I would be remiss, however, if I did not say something about what is going on currently in congressional politics. Now, I want to avoid a partisan take on this because this is not about partisan politics. This is different. This is a case in which we have ventured into a new place politically where we are getting wrapped up in a cult of personality. It's no longer, and it's been this way for several years, but on both sides of the political aisle, there's this game being played in which our candidates have to become bigger and bigger and bigger characters. And, I guess maybe it's always been that way. You look back in time and at some of the publications that came out in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s even. And, it was always a part of the political sphere, whether it was muckraking or carpetbaggers or all this kind of stuff. I mean, these people were in the public eye. They were bigger than real life characters. And it seems to be no different. Now we're dealing with this guy. And if you haven't heard about this, you've clearly been under a rock. So this is George Santos. He just won back in November a seat in Long Island, Nassau County, I believe. That might be wrong about that, but generally Queens into Long Island, and he won his seat running on a really fascinating platform, Republican, conservative, but running as a gay man, running as a person whose parents were a Holocaust survivor, yet running on the idea that he was a Wall Street insider, that he was, a landlord to people. And as it turns out, all of these things were lies. His parents were not survivors of the Holocaust. His mother did not die in the World Trade Center, which is another thing that he said. Or later that the story was altered to that she received sickness from her time in the World Trade Center in being around the World Trade Center when it collapsed, and that she was actually a survivor. All these were lies. Everything's been a lie. And going back to this again, so what's happening now is it turns out he's actually from Brazil, and he's been wanted for a long time down there for check fraud. And they gave up on the case because he was nowhere to be found. Now they realize he's in New York. Technically, that case is still active, and now they're resuming it to go after him. And what the problem that we have is that there's another congressional leader, Kevin McCarthy, for the Republican Party, because now the Republicans are in power. That's fine. The voters chose that. So you got Kevin McCarthy in power, and yet he needs votes from incoming members, and this guy's promised to vote for him. So Kevin McCarthy's not going to turn on him. And this is what makes politics bad. It's all about wins. It's all about press. It's all about this kind of stuff. And if this was a Democrat, I would be all over this. I'm so tired of this kind of politics. And it really needs to come to an end. And like I said, I didn't want to start bashing the other side. I'm not bashing Republicans. I'm bashing this guy. Hold on one second. My dog is chewing her bone against my chair. So anyway, that's my political rant for today. There's something else I want to talk about. I saw a TikTok earlier, and I'm not going to link it here. I just want to talk about something that I've been seeing increasingly in recent months. There is a cultural shift that's going on. And I want everybody to be aware of it. Regardless of your age, I'm a Gen Xer. I'm in my late 40s. There's this push for people to be okay with disconnecting from society in the normal ways. Somebody you don't like somebody, get them out of your life. You don't like your family, get them out of your life. You don't like your coworkers, get them out of your life. Find a new job. Whatever it is that we're doing, and there is value in that message. Our mental health, each and every one of us, you, me, family members, your mental health is incredibly important. And making sure that you're in a place where you're not overtly stressed is very important. But at the same time, we have to remember that we are a society. And avoidance is not the answer. We have to find a way to spread the message to all people that they need to be kind. They need to care about their fellow man. They need to care about our society, because we want something to leave to the next generation. We want something to leave for the future. And I'm going to delve into this more in the coming days. But for right now, I'm heading to Disney in 2 days, and I want to be in a good mood. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do, and I will talk to you on the next side.